Hi, this is Friday, March 22nd. This is the review for the test on rational functions, which is basically about graphing, except we're not graphing, we're just finding all the things that you would have to find to graph. Because I know with the calculators, you could just put the parentheses on the numerator, divided by the parentheses denominator, and the calculator would show you the graph automatically. On the test, remember, you have to do everything. The best way to do it is to write your answers in general form and factor form, not the answers, but the first part. This one is actually written what? That is general, and it is already in what? Factor form. So the first one's already done for us. And so what I would do is, first off, I'd probably start them with the y-intercept. How do you find the y-intercept? It's just the last ones, which I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's negative 6 over 2. So what is negative 6 over 2? Negative 3. So the y-intercept is at 0, negative 3. Okay? I mean, if you used to have negative 3 in there, I'm probably going to count it correct.
So we don't have to write the 0, comma, blah, blah, blah.
They should, but I'm not going to. That's not the part I'm really interested in.
All right,
Does that make sense?
Just as long as we get the
Number right. Okay. Now, how do I find the coefficients? That's the number here, which would both be a what? 1 over a 1. So the horizontal asymptote is at y equals what? 1. And this, you do need to put y equals 1. And it's the letter y. That part, because a lot of people put x on everything, and that's not right. Okay? So you need to put a y equals 1. That is real important. Okay, then what I would probably do is then find the... Well, actually I would look for holes before I went any further. But is there a hole on this one, x minus 6, x plus 2?
No.
The hole would be only when they occur the same, so it will be y.
Isn't a hole only if there's something the same in the top and bottom?
Yes, has to be the same factor in the numerator and the...
So like x plus 1 in parentheses over x plus 1 in parentheses.
Exactly.
A hole at negative 1?
Exactly. The answer would be an inside liar on a hole. All right, so now let's find I just find the vertical, which the vertical is just dy. Set that one equal to 0. X plus 2 equals 0. Well, it's an inside liar. If it's x plus 2, the answer is going to be what? X equals
Negative 2.
x equals negative 2. It's an x. And then make sure.
Your
Okay.
domain would be x 2.
And for the yes, but I'll do the domain usually last. Okay, because that way I can take into account anything that gets knocked out. Also, to find the root is just dy. Numerator set equal to what? 0. Then this one's going to factor to what? X equals what? 6. Now, I think the book wrote things like that. As long as I get a 6 in there, I'm going to be okay with the root. X equals 6 would also be correct. All right, the way I had that written. Now, here's the nice part. If there's a horizontal, there's automatically what?
No slant.
No slant. Automatically no slant. And I told you on the test, only one of them will have a slant answer. So at most it'll cost you 2 points. I wouldn't really worry a whole lot about the slants. Okay? Now I would come back to do the domain. And the domain will simply be, includes holes and verticals. There's no hole, but instead of x equals, it's what?
X cannot equal.
Now, there's a problem on your answer document. All of them say equal, so I'm not going to count that wrong because that's kind of somewhat my fault. But when I first made this test 4 years ago, I didn't have the not equal sign, and I just haven't gone back and I didn't notice it until I had it printed to hand out this morning that it didn't say not equal. Everybody got that? So the test probably has the same mistake on it. I won't penalize you for that. Okay, yes.
So basically for D, we just write in whatever we have in P and hole.
Yeah, or you can put, I think it might say domain equals. Actually, I think it says domain equals, so that would be okay. It says D equals, right? You should really write X does not equal. I'll take that back. This says domain equals. Well, the domain equals what? X, all the real numbers not equal to. So you really do need to put the not equal. Now that I look at it real close, I see how it is.
So we put the not equal right now?
Put the not equal. Put the not equal on there. Because really, it's all the numbers except what?
2.
Negative 2. Except negative 2. Remember, whatever you have here goes up here, except it cannot equal that.
So
All right?
you said because there is no vertical there, something like that.
Oh, because there's no hole. The answer is only the vertical. Okay. Remember, the domain will be these two numbers right here. Only instead of equal, they'll be not equal. But there's no hole, so it's just that one. Okay.
What if there was a hole?
If there was a hole, then whatever is here and there would be added up there. There'd be two answers. Okay. That would be the exact deal. Now, there's problem 1. Problem 2 will be like this. Now, if you take the test without aid, this is what you will see. And the first thing I would do is this. The top one's already what? The top one's already factored, correct? And the bottom one, I would go ahead and factor. Now I'm going to write out 24 and 1, 12 and 2, 8 and 3. And I really like to stop at 8 and 3 because that's a minus. Which one makes the middle number? 8 and 3 make what? 5. So I know it's going to factor to an x with a 8, an x with a 3. And remember, the larger number always matches what? That sign. What's that sign?
Positive.
So the 8 has to be positive, and because this is negative, this one has to be what? Negative. So when you get a negative, it's one is positive and one is negative. Now, if you take the one with help, you will have this written here, and off to the side, just like this will be typed, this very thing right here. Everybody got that?
Yeah.
So if you have trouble factoring, take the one with 8, and the best grade will make, say, 90. Or if you can factor these without any trouble, I would do the following. So now what I'm going to do is this. I would probably still go here, and if you want, you can add a 0x squared plus a 0x. That may help you with the coefficient part. But I'm first off going to do the y-intercept. And here's where people mess up. This is a positive 3 over what? Negative what? 24. So 3 over negative 24 will not be correct because why?
1 over 8.
You can reduce it to negative 1 over 8. It doesn't matter where you put the negative. So the y-intercept is at 0, negative 1 over 8. As long as I get the negative 1 over 8, I'm not going to be too picky. All right? Yes, do you have a question?
Never mind.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the coefficients. And the reason I wrote down the 0x squared here, that will not be on either test. Everybody got it? You have to do that. Is because it helps me get the what? The horizontal. Because now it's at what? 0 over 1.
No, 0.
So it's 0. So the horizontal asymptote occurs at y equals what? Notice, I've been trying to do these in green, the ones that go what? Up and down, right? Now here's what's going to be really cool. When I go to do the across ones, I'm just going to kind of erase that a second, because it's really not there, right? Let's do the root. Notice, is there any x here? No. And the horizontal asymptote occurs here. Is there going to be a root? No. And here's the way you can do it. If you set that equal to 0, does 3 equal 0? So it's not possible. So there's what? No root. No root on that one. The root on that one is none. All right? And that's going to happen. Now,
No x-intercept on
no, there's no x-intercept, right. X-intercept would be the root. Another word for root is x-intercept. There's none. And also, it makes sense because the horizontal asymptote is on the what? X-intercept. So it really makes sense that there's what? None, right? Are there any holes? No. There are no holes because there's none that repeat. And the vertical asymptote will be at, these are both inside liars. It will be at x equals what? Negative 8 and what? Positive what? 3. That's why this is real important to have what? If you can't factor, it's going to be hard to get this right. Correct?
So there's going to be no slope. And
So there'll be no, the slant will be what?
no
None.
And
And the domain will be x cannot equal
-8.
negative 8 or 3. There are no holes. Right? There are no holes. But there are two answers for what? There are two asymptotes. That one does have two asymptotes. Okay? Go ahead and cut those off. I need to move the thing forward.